And we are very pleased to announce all new server line. All these server products are new. The board is new, CPU is faster, memory is faster, more memory. Ethernet goes from 1 to 2.5 gigabits per second.
Okay.
And for the first time, we have solid state drives in these black cased ones, which are wicked fast. So we can download our full richness 4K movies now in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Awesome.
And we can also play back on 25 screens, full 4K at the same time off of the one server. So I think the whole area of user experience of how do you get in, find the movie you want to watch, and just have a really great movie experience is something that we've been working on ever since we started shipping products 20 years ago.
Hey guys, we are at CEDIA 2023, day one. We're here in front of this incredible Kaleidescape booth. I'm here with Taylor. Taylor, we had a great conversation last year. Tell us what you've got going on this year at CEDIA 2023.
So I'm Taylor Stansbury, I'm CEO of Kaleidescape. Delighted to be here with Youthman. Again, this was such a delight last year. And we've got a whole bunch of new stuff that we're showing this year. So as you know, Kaleidescape is the ultimate movie platform. We deliver content from 50 different studios with lossless audio and reference video quality, as well as controlling all the stuff around your theater, like lighting, screen masking, so you get the full ambiance of being in a cinema.
You've got Kaleidescape all over CEDIA this year, right?
Yes, we do.
How many booths actually feature Kaleidescape products?
Yeah, we're proud to be in 42 different displays around the show floor. So everywhere you go around the show floor, you're getting a Kaleidescape demo.
That is awesome. So why would people want to have Kaleidescape in their booth?
Because it is the ultimate movie platform. Exactly. We just deliver the bit rate of audio and a video that nobody else can deliver, so that everything looks its best and sounds its best.
Yeah, and so here behind us, what do we have? We got massive display. You partner with Quantum?
Quantum Media Systems helped us with this display. It looks gorgeous. It really shows off the Kaleidescape to best advantage. We have Meyer Sound for the speakers, and the audio processing is Trinoff. So we're very proud to partner with all three of them.
And these are some great partners. You've got some really cool products as well that we're going to be seeing on the other side of the booth, correct?
Yeah, I can't wait to show you.
So here we are in front of this beautiful rack, Taylor. It's got all of the Kaleidescape hardware. Walk us through what we've got here at the show this year.
We got a bunch of new stuff. So as you know, our architecture is that we get content from some 50 different movie studios. We curate that and it's downloaded to a server in your house and then played on players in your house.
Yeah.
And we are very pleased to announce all new server line. All these server products are new. The board is new, CPU is faster, memory is faster, more memory. Ethernet goes from 1 to 2.5 gigabits per second.
Okay.
And for the first time, we have solid state drives in these black cased ones, which are wicked fast.
So the solid state drive, does that add to the download speed, or is that just processing speed? What does that enhance?
It helps with the download speed, so we can download our full richness 4K movies now in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, and
awesome.
we can also play back on 25 screens, full 4K at the same time off of the one server.
Yeah, and these are massive files, and that's why we've got to have these huge terabyte servers. 31 terabyte, 48, 88 terabytes. That's a lot of information.
That's right.
Roughly, do we know how many movies could I store on that?
So this will store about 500 movies.
Okay.
The 88 terabyte will store about 1,250 movies. So
nice.
A bunch of movies. Yeah.
Sure. So if you've got a big collection,
4K, full, everything.
Yeah. So if you got a big collection, you can get this big 88. Now, if they run out of space, can we add another?
You can get up to 4.
Okay, so you do up to 4, so 88 times 4. I'll let you guys do the math on that.
And we have a few customers who do have that, 4 times 88.
Oh my goodness, man. That is phenomenal. So the colors are more than just to fit in your decor.
That's
it
right.
It differentiates. Which ones have solid state?
So the black ones have solid state drives in them. They're really, really fast ones. And the ones that are aimed at capacity at a lower price point, they're hard drive, and those are the silver ones.
Sure. So Kaleidescape, in a nutshell, maybe for the person that's watching this, maybe they're hearing about Kaleidescape for the first time. Kind of what is this? I mean, we see these fancy hardware. What does that actually do?
So what we do, of course, is display movies at a bit rate fidelity that's higher than anyone else. So it's fully lossless audio. Nobody else does that who's getting digital distribution. It's also reference quality video. And because of that, there are 42 different displays around the show floor where they have opted to display their audio equipment and their video equipment with Kaleidescape, because we provide that super high quality source that makes their stuff sound and look the best.
So you hear that, guys? We've got hundreds, literally hundreds of booths here at the show and 42 of them said, we need Kaleidescape in our booth to be able to showcase our products. Nobody wants to be doing a booth and flopping through different discs and 4Ks and Blu-ray movies. This is so easy. Your system is probably the most seamless I've ever seen to be able to download movies, watch content. We're going to show you guys some demos here in a minute, but let's continue through the hardware of what you got here.
So these are the servers. You need to have one server at least in your system, up to 4, and then these are the players. So you have 1 player per screen that you're trying to play to. And so these do the full lossless and reference quality video.
So we can have one in the bedroom, have one in the theater room.
Yeah, one in the family room and everything.
Perfect.
Yeah, and because the movies are downloaded, you get that full quality every time, even if the internet is glitching at the moment. You don't get that buffering and things that you get on streaming platforms.
Yeah, so a lot of times when I'm talking to my audience, they're kind of confused at what this was. I was talking with a gentleman even yesterday before the show, and he mentioned streaming. This isn't streaming. We're not taking data over here and continually downloading it. One feature I love about this, and I was sharing with him, you could be at the grocery store and you and your wife are getting dinner for that night, and you're like, hey babe, you want to watch a movie tonight? She's like, yeah, what do you want to watch? You can pull it up on your app, find the movie you want, hit download. It's downloading while you're at the store. So before that was a big feature. Now if you've got the solid state drive, it's not that big of a deal. By the time you heat up your popcorn, that movie's already downloaded.
You're already ready, that's right.
But I love the functionality of that. I love the feature set.
So you get that full fidelity with almost no delay.
I love it, I love it. What else we got here in the rack?
So so these are the players. Quantum is our big screen that you saw out front. So this is their processor. And then Trinoff is providing all the audio processing for all 3 of our stations at the booth.
Yeah, so you've got sound from Meyer Sound here, so that's
right.
That's powering all
so
of those.
So the power from the Meyer Sound, some of those speakers are powered from that device down there, and the rest of them are self-powered.
So you've got some great partners here. You got a beautiful booth. Shall we step over and kind of show you guys what Kaleidescape's all about?
Sure, absolutely, that'd be great.
Taylor, you have a massive content library through Kaleidescape. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we do. It's we have about 14,000 movies in our library from 50 different studios. And we've been doing a lot of work to make that easier for people to get their hands on over the course of the last year. So a few months ago, we introduced the concept, if you have a lot of disc media,
right,
so DVDs and Blu-rays, and you're wondering about, well, how do I get this to play on the Kaleidescape? Well, you can't play disc media on the Kaleidescape, but what we do let you do is get an optical reader, plug it into your Kaleidescape, load the disc in. That won't load the disc, but what it'll do is catalog it.
Right.
Having cataloged it, then we give you the best available pricing from the studio to get that made into a digital version that you can play on your Kaleidescape.
Sure, so if you've got a collection already, you don't want to have to re-buy those every time and say, oh man, I've got to redo my entire collection. You can get that at a great discount.
That's right.
And that's dependent upon the studio.
Studio does require a new license, so but they do give us advantageous pricing if you already have the disc, and so this lets you, it's a way of saying I have the disc, right? So that's great. And then the other thing that we've been doing is working on content collections, where collections of movies that make sense together, we're offering in a content set at a highly discounted price where you can buy the whole thing.
Okay.
Or
it's like a box set in a way, what
yeah,
we would do at the store.
Exactly.
Nice.
But at a highly discounted price.
Sure.
Or what we do in a lot of cases is we'll have reductions where you can buy a subset of that to fill in a collection you may already have some of the titles in. So that makes an economical way. If you're already a collector and you want to have the rest of the set or the rest of your favorites within that set, you can get that.
So if I've got 3 movies from Harry Potter, I wouldn't have to buy that big collection set. So it knows how does it know which ones that I have? Do I have to input that or?
No. The store already knows what you own. And you have that forever, and you can download that on up to 5 different systems at different sites.
Maybe you bought an individual one last year, an individual one a couple years ago.
That's right.
Then now you're like, hey, I just want to get the whole collection. It says, okay, we're going to subtract those from the pricing, and we'll give you a bundle discount for the rest of those.
And depending on what the studios are offering at the time, then it may be the less expensive thing is to buy the whole set, and then sometimes it'll be to buy the complementary pieces to what you already have.
One thing I love about Kaleidescape is you're trying to make that user experience super, super intuitive and really easy for the consumer. One thing about Kaleidescape, I mean, I don't own one, but I can pick up the remote and I can download movies, I can search really easy. I even learned how to create scenes, which I love that feature, because as a guy that has people over all the time, it's kind of a pain to pop in a disc, wait for the FBI warning, jump to my favorite scene, fast forward, okay, now let's hit play. With Kaleidescape, I love that feature that you've added, and that was probably maybe last year or a couple years ago, I think that y'all added that, but it gives you the ability to take your favorite scenes, and it's already preloaded with some of the, like what Kaleidescape and what the movie studios think, hey, this is a great scene that we think you'll like, but as a consumer, I can add my own. I really like that.
That's right, that's right. So I think the whole area of user experience of how do you get in, find the movie you want to watch, and it's have a really great movie experience is something that we've been working on ever since we started shipping products 20 years ago. And so the things that you just talked about of being able to find movies easily on screen, a number of different user experiences that allow you to do that, and then be able to customize the experience and say, you know, these are my favorite scenes in the movie. We will ship most movies with some pre-selected scenes that we know people love.
Sure.
But if you want to make your own, like you said,
yeah,
that's something that we make easy for the end user to do, and then they can show it to all their friends and so forth.
Now you got some high tech that goes on into Kaleidescape, but again, going back to that usability, my 17-year-old daughter could pull up Kaleidescape, find the movie that she wants, and either buy that. Hopefully there's a passcode so she's not just loading up the library and charging it to dad. But it allows, you know, older people to use this easily. It allows younger, you know, kids, it allows children to be able to go to their favorite content, to be able to watch that, have a player in each one of the rooms, and just make that, again, I think that's one of the things that totally sets you apart from some of the other, you know, competitors out there. Really, honestly, there's no true competitor to Kaleidescape. We realize that.
That's right.
But there are others doing some things, but it's so much harder. You've taken the difficulty of technology, and we're like, look, we're just going to make it simple, make it easy to use, and it works great every single time.
So your movie experience is just what you want it to be. And one of the things that we've done to add to that is we introduced a new remote control this last year, and just to make that experience a little bit easier. We even have a kid remote, which has even fewer buttons on it.
Nice.
And when you hit one of the buttons on that, it constrains you to child-appropriate movies. So if you have a really young one,
yeah,
and you want to let them free to go play with the Kaleidescape, you can do that too.
Again, just, man, I love what you're doing. Again, you're looking out for the consumer. How can I make this the best, the smoothest, the easy experience to be able to get just incredibly, you know, one-to-one, high-resolution audio, video to the screen, to the bedroom, to the projector, to the big LED wall, whatever you've got in your home, this is going to work with that.
Yep, and make it look the best and make it sound the best.
Taylor, as always, it's so much fun. Come by and hang out with the guys at Kaleidescape and just be a part of what you're doing in the space for home theater. But while we were filming, we had a gentleman, Rob from ProjectorCentral.com, that is coming to present Kaleidescape with yet another award here at the show. So I wanted to share that with my audience. So I'm going to turn it over to Rob and let him present that award to you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Rob Sabin, the editor-in-chief at Projector Central, and we're here to present Kaleidescape and Taylor with yet another award for the crowded trophy case in the Kaleidescape lobby. Taylor, this is for the Terra Prime solid-state servers for driving the state-of-the-art. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
We're absolutely delighted. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this visit to Kaleidescape's booth. We've got lots of exciting content coming your way here on the channel from CEDIA 2023. As content is made, I'll have a playlist right here that you can check out all the videos from the event. Hope you have an incredible week. God bless, and we will catch you in the next video.